these other things can become an idol.
Absolutely.
Or they are just straight up our idols.
They are
right?
idols, yeah.
If there's no Jesus there.
When the rug is pulled out from underneath us, and it just kind of becomes like, live your own truth, do whatever you want to do.
It's interesting that Joe Rogan is like aware of this side of the argument, and it's like vegan church, but for like pigs, to like save the pigs.
Vegan church.
Ruslan.
Rogan, Tyson, amazing conversation. Okay, whenever these two get together, I think there's always good conversations. I think Mike Tyson is a very fascinating character. Obviously, Rogan has kind of softened his views on Christianity, but this conversation is something, there's a whole lot here that we need to jump into, all right? So let's jump right into this conversation. Now, this is the first part of the conversation, correct?
Yep.
Okay, let's do it.
That's what a lot of people believe the problem is that a lot of people don't have God, and they substitute God for other things that mimic the same kind of control religion has. And ideologies are one of those things.
Listen, that's a hot take.
That is an absolutely hot take.
That's a hot take. I was on Thick and Slick, and we had the same conversation in terms of how people's politics, people's social views, people's environmental views, and many people have taken the role of what traditionally play as a devotion to God. And when you remove the devotion to God aspect, now as people that need to worship something, that which I agree with, Mike Tyson says that later in this interview, as people who are wired a certain way and like to have guidelines and parameters on how we should live, when the rug is pulled out from underneath us and it just kind of becomes like, live your own truth, do whatever you want to do, well, then other things replace that.
Yeah.
Right? And for some people, those other things are not self-destructive on the surface. For some people, it might be becoming super fit. But that still becomes a religion. We all know the CrossFit bros.
Yeah.
Right? It's just like they won't shut up about CrossFit. For other people, it might become veganism. And PETA. Or is it PETA? PETA. Don't kill the animals, right? And then for other people, it might become something a bit more sinister. It might become their political ideology and censoring or canceling anyone that doesn't share the exact political ideology on both sides, by the way, because conservatives do this. I think I've become more conservative over the last couple of years, and people who remember me from 3-4 years ago are like, yeah, you're a bad guy because you were not as conservative as me today. So conservatives are known for cancel culture as well, right? And so I think people do this all the time with a variety of different things. And there's nothing wrong with being passionate about fitness, politics, eating, or whatever, if it's coming from the overflow of a framework that puts Jesus at the center first.
But these other things can become an idol.
Absolutely.
Or they are just straight up our idols.
They are idols, yeah.
If there's no Jesus there.
Yeah, the idolatry of ideology. We'll do it. We might get to that later because Kirk Kennedy had a really good take on that in light of the whole Crowder, Ben Shapiro beef.
Wow.
We might come back to that topic. I was watching it earlier, and he had a really, really good take on that. So we'll see. But yeah, I think this is absolutely a lot of people right now, man. And it's politics. Sometimes it's gender ideology.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's environmentalism. So there's so many different things that take over the thing that was initially there that made us people that were, more or less kind of religious, like church-going religious.
Yes, exactly. Even the people that didn't have a full-on relationship were still had a routine.
Yes.
That was centered around faith, and then hopefully the goal is they give their life to Jesus.
Yes.
It's interesting that Joe Rogan is like aware of this side of the argument.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he wouldn't be.
Hey, you want to see something crazy? 67% of the people who watch this channel are not subscribed. Do me a quick favor, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you stay up to date on all the videos here on the Blessed God Studios channel.
I think when you get around, by the way, this is usually coming from conservatives about liberals, this specific talking point, even though I think the shoe fits on both sides. So he's around way more conservatives now.
So you're saying if he's talking to lots of conservatives, he understands the argument and goes,
absolutely.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think he sounds like he has a better appreciation for religion, even though he himself is not religious. It sounds like that's definitely happened since he's gotten around more conservatives. You hang out with Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
You like you hanging out with the Babylon B CEO. You finna get God pilled a little bit.
Just be like, it's not too bad.
Yeah, like you got like Sneeko saying he's a Catholic now.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean? Like the guys on the far, Nick Fuentes, like all those guys on the far right end of the spectrum, definitely they almost use religion as an accessory. Where
Yeah,
I feel like
totally.
guys that are just kind of lean more conservative, that are like lean more conservative and like anti-Marxism, anti-communism, like a Jordan Peterson, are way more affirming of the positive sides of faith.
Yeah.
I do want to hear from you guys though. Like, what do you guys think? Do you see this exemplified across areas of society? What are some things you could think about with regards to how this is impacting people? Do you have friends in your life that maybe they stopped being as religious, but really just swapped out one dogma for another?
Yeah.
They were the person that was like, Jesus. They were that guy. And
I've
then
seen
they
that
like
twice.
swapped that out. And all of a sudden they got a whole nother ideology of something totally not religious on the surface, but is still religious. We see this, I mean, obviously with folks that deconvert.
Yeah.
They deconvert, they deconstruct, and then their agenda becomes to help other people. They're now spreading the gospel of deconversion.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You said you had a couple people that they've seen. You want to give me an example of the things they swapped it out for?
Well, yeah, I knew someone that grew up Catholic school, the whole nine.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know if they were ever like really active in the faith side of it, but that's how they grew up.
Mm-hmm.
And then now they're so vegan that they go to like vegan vigils on Sunday, and it's like vegan church, but for like pigs, to like save the pigs.
Vegan church?
Yeah. I mean, essentially, right? Sunday community. We're here all one understanding, and we're like talking about saving animals.
Wow.
Which by itself, sure, if you want to be that activist, if you want to bear that cross, cool. But without Jesus, it's just vegan church.
I'm speechless. And it's on Sundays?
It's on Sundays.
Wow, I was thinking you were going to say something way lighter. I thought you were going to say something like, yeah, you know, they were kind of casual Catholics or casual Protestants, and then like their kids started playing sports, and then all of a sudden like they just do sports on Sundays now and they don't go to church. Sports became their
That was the
religion.
lighter of the two, but I can't say the other one.
Okay, don't tell me the other one.
Hey, this clip is from our daily after party stream. If you enjoyed it, consider signing up for our Patreon community for only $5 a month, where you get access to the replays of our daily after party streams, as well as the uncut extended versions of our podcast, Discord access that's private, and a discount code for our merch store, only $5 a month. And ultimately, it's the best way to help us contextualize the gospel of Jesus using media, podcasting, and of course, YouTube. The link for that is in the description or in the pinned comment. The perks are amazing. You should get on there. It's only $5 a month. I'll see you over there, all right? Peace.